Do you open your wallet at the end of the month and see nothing? No money? Just empty space? Many English learners feel this same confusion when they talk about money. They ask themselves, where did it go? What happened? Today, I want to help you by sharing a true story about my empty wallet. This happened to me last month, and through this story, you'll learn important words: wallet, empty, spent, forgot, expensive, salary, and broke. My name is Sarah. I am 25 years old. I live in Toronto and I work in a small office. Last month, I made a big mistake with my money, and I want to share what happened with you. Before we start, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps more English learners around the world. Are you ready? Let's begin. It is Monday morning. The alarm rings at 6:30 a.m., and I open my eyes slowly. I feel tired because the weekend was fun, but now I need to go to work. I get up, walk to the bathroom, and wash my face with cold water. Looking at myself in the mirror, I realize today is the first day of a new month, December 1st. I go to my small kitchen and open the fridge, wanting to make breakfast. I see eggs, bread, and butter. Good, I have food. I make 2 eggs and 2 pieces of toast, then drink black coffee because I forgot to buy sugar yesterday. After breakfast, I check my bank app on my phone to see my account. When I open the app, I stop. My eyes go wide. My balance is very low, only $15. Wait, $15? That's all? I feel confused. I got my salary 3 weeks ago, which is $2,000 every month. It's not a lot, but I thought it was enough. Where is my money? Where did it go? Panic rises in my chest. I stand up quickly, needing answers. I walk to my bedroom to look for my wallet, which is small and black and usually lives in my bag. I open my bag, find my wallet, and open it slowly. Empty. Completely empty. No bills, no cash, just one old receipt and my credit card. Sitting on my bed with my empty wallet in my hands, I feel strange. How did this happen? 3 weeks ago, I had $2,000. Now I have $15 in my bank and 0 in my wallet. I am broke. That's the word. Broke means you have no money. You are broken financially. I look at the old receipt in my wallet. It's from a coffee shop last Friday. 1 coffee, 1 muffin, $8. $8 for coffee and a muffin? That's expensive, very expensive. I start thinking about what else I bought and what I spent my money on. I remember going to restaurants with friends, buying new shoes online, taking taxis instead of the bus, and making many small purchases. Coffee here, lunch there, a new shirt, a concert ticket. I forgot to control my spending and forgot to save money. I just spent and spent and spent. Now I understand. The problem isn't my salary. The problem is me, my habits, my bad spending habits. Looking at my phone again, I need coffee this morning, but I only have $15. That needs to last until my next salary in 3 weeks. 3 weeks with $15? This is a big problem. Now I want to hear from you. Think about your wallet. Do you check your money every day? Do you know where your money goes? Pause the video and say out loud, I check my wallet every day, week, month. Awareness is important when thinking about money. I put my empty wallet in my bag because I need to go to work. But first, I need to understand what happened by finding all my receipts to see exactly where my money went. I look around my apartment and start my search. Everywhere. Receipts tell the truth. They show exactly what you bought and how much you spent. At my messy desk, covered with papers, pens, coffee cups, and magazines, I start moving things around. I look under my laptop and inside drawers, finding 3 receipts. The first is from a restaurant 2 weeks ago, dinner with my friend Emma, where we ate pasta and drank wine. The total was $65 because I paid for both of us. The second receipt is from a clothing store last week, where I bought a new jacket on sale for $90, even though I already have 3 jackets at home. The third is from a taxi ride 4 days ago when it was raining and I didn't want to take the bus, $22 instead of the $3 bus fare. I put the 3 receipts on my desk and add the numbers. 65 plus 90 plus 22 equals $177. 3 receipts, $177 gone. But I spent $2,000, so where is the rest? I walk to my bedroom and check my jacket pockets, finding 2 more receipts. One is from a movie theater where I went with my coworker. Popcorn, soda, and the ticket totaled $38 for expensive entertainment. The other is from a bookstore where I bought 2 books for $45, even though I already have 10 unread books at home. I'm starting to see a pattern. I buy things I don't really need and spend money without thinking. Continuing my search, I find more receipts at the bottom of my bag. Small receipts from coffee shops, $5 here, $7 there. I count 12 coffee receipts, about $70 just on coffee in 3 weeks. I also find receipts from fast food restaurants where I bought lunch because I forgot to bring food from home. $12, $15, $10 every single day. Sitting on my bed again with receipts all around me, on my bed, on the floor, on my desk, I feel embarrassed and stupid. How did I not notice this before? How did I spend so much money without realizing it? The answer is simple. I forgot to pay attention and think before buying. I just wanted things and bought them immediately. New jacket? Buy it. Hungry? Restaurant. Tired? Taxi. Want coffee? Buy expensive coffee. Small purchases feel okay. $5 doesn't feel like a lot. $10 doesn't feel like a lot. But 5 plus 10 plus 8 plus 12 adds up and becomes hundreds of dollars very quickly. Looking at my empty wallet again, I realize it's not really empty. It's full of lessons, full of mistakes, full of things I need to change. Now think about yourself. Do you keep your receipts? Do you check what you buy? In the comments, write one sentence. I spent money on. What was the last thing you bought? Tell me, I want to know so we can learn together. I pick up all the receipts because I need to organize them and see the complete picture. I need to go to work, but tonight I will make a plan to change my habits. I arrive at work at 9 a.m. I work in a small office as a graphic designer, creating logos and websites for clients. My desk is in the corner near the window where I can see the street below. I sit down and turn on my computer, but I cannot focus because I keep thinking about my empty wallet and all those receipts. My coworker James walks to my desk with a big smile. "Good morning, Sarah. Do you want coffee? I'm going to the cafe downstairs," he says. I look at him, thinking about the expensive cafe downstairs where coffee costs $6. Before today, I always said yes. Every morning, James and I went together, bought expensive coffee, and talked and laughed. It was our routine. But today is different. Today, I only have $15. "No, thank you, James. I brought coffee from home," I say. This isn't true. I didn't bring coffee, but I cannot spend $6 today. James looks surprised. "Really? You never bring coffee. Are you okay?" I smile. "Yes, I'm okay. I'm just trying to save money." James nods. "That's smart. Coffee here is very expensive. See you later." As he walks away, I feel strange, proud, but also sad because I realize the truth too late. I open my bag and organize my receipts by category. Food and drinks, $420. Clothes and shoes, $150. Entertainment, $110. Transportation, $90. Other small things, $80. That's $850 in just 3 weeks on things I didn't really need. I still have my rent payment of $800 paid on the first of the month, plus bills for internet, phone, and electricity totaling about $200. $800 rent plus $850 other expenses plus $200 bills equals $1,850. My salary is $2,000, so I should have $150 left, but I only have $15. Checking my bank app again, I see more payments: a subscription service for $20, a streaming service for $15, a gym membership I never use for $40, and delivery fees from food apps for $60. That's $135 more. 150 minus 135 equals $15. That's it. All my money gone, spent, forgotten. I feel a heavy weight in my chest. I worked hard for my salary, waking up early every day and working 8 hours, sometimes more. And in just 3 weeks, everything is gone. This cannot continue. I need to change and make better choices. I open a notebook and write a title at the top, My New Money Rules. Rule number 1, check my wallets every day. Rule number 2, no expensive coffee. Make coffee at home. Rule number 3, bring lunch from home. Rule number 4, cancel subscriptions I don't use. Rule number 5, think before buying and ask, do I really need this? I feel a little better because I have a plan now. Plans are good. Plans help you stay focused. Now, think about your spending habits. Do you buy coffee every day? Do you eat at restaurants often? Pause the video and think, what can I stop buying? Say it out loud. Say one thing you can change. I finish work at 6 p.m., tired but a little hopeful with my new rules and plan. Walking outside into the busy street with people heading home from work, I see the bus stop. The bus costs $3 and I have $15 total, so I can take it. Before this morning, I would have called a taxi. Taxis are comfortable, you sit down and relax while someone drives you home. Easy but expensive. Today, I walk to the bus stop, wait with other people, and pay $3 when the bus arrives. Sitting near the window, I look outside as the bus moves through the city. I see many stores, clothing stores, shoe stores, coffee shops, restaurants. Everywhere there are places to spend money. I think about my habits. Every day I walked past these stores and went inside, buying things without thinking. A new shirt because it was pretty, coffee because I was tired, a snack because I was a little hungry. I never asked myself, do I really need this? I just bought it. The bus stops near my apartment building. I get off, walk home to my 4th floor apartment, and take the stairs for good exercise. Opening my door to my quiet apartment where I live alone, I put my bag on the table, take off my shoes, and walk to the kitchen. Opening the fridge again, I see eggs, bread, butter, some vegetables, and rice. Enough food for this week. That's good. I start cooking a simple dinner: rice, vegetables, and 1 egg. It costs maybe $2 to make, while at a restaurant this same meal costs $15 or more. While the rice cooks, I sit at my small table and take out all my receipts again, spreading them out in front of me. I look at each one carefully, because each receipt tells a story of a moment when I chose to spend instead of save. This receipt from the bookstore. I remember walking home, seeing the bookstore window, finding 2 books that looked interesting, going inside, and buying them without thinking. Did I need them? No, I wanted them. There's a difference between need and want. This receipt from the clothing store for the jacket, it was beautiful, dark blue, soft material. The salesperson said, "This looks perfect on you." I felt good and bought it. Now it's in my closet, worn only once. This receipt from the restaurant for dinner with Emma, we talked for 2 hours and I had fun, but did I need to spend $65? No, we could have eaten at home or cooked together. That would be fun too, and much cheaper. I feel sadness, but also understanding. I made mistakes, but mistakes are lessons. I can learn and change. My rice is ready and I eat my simple dinner. It tastes good, maybe even better because I know I made a smart choice today. After dinner, I wash my dishes and sit on my small couch, thinking about my family. My mother always said, "Sarah, save money for difficult days. Life is unpredictable." I didn't listen, thinking, I'm young, I have time, I'll save money later. But later never comes if you always say later. Now I want to hear from you. Do you save money every month or do you spend everything? In the comments, write, I save, or I spend everything. Be honest, no judgment. We're all learning. I look at my empty wallet one more time today. Tomorrow it will still be empty, but tomorrow I will be different. Tomorrow I start my new life with better habits. It is 9 p.m. The city outside is quieter now, with cars in the distance, but my apartment is peaceful. I sit at my desk with my notebook containing my new money rules and read them again. Check my wallet daily, no expensive coffee, bring lunch from home, cancel unused subscriptions, and think before buying. These rules are good, but they're not enough. I need a real, complete plan. I open my laptop and create a simple document titled My Money Plan for December. First, I write my salary at the top, $2,000. Then I write my fixed expenses that I must pay every month. rent $800, internet and phone $60, electricity $40, and bus pass for the month $90. Adding these numbers, 800 plus 60 plus 40 plus 90 equals $990. 2,000 minus 990 leaves $1,010 for everything else: food, emergencies, and savings. I create categories. Groceries, $300. I'll buy food at the supermarket and cook at home with no more daily restaurants, maybe one restaurant meal per month as a treat. Savings, $200 every month for emergencies and difficult days. Emergency fund, $100 separate from savings for unexpected problems like a broken phone or medical bill. Personal spending, $410 for everything else: clothes, entertainment, gifts, small things I want. Looking at my plan, it feels good, organized, and possible. But I know the hard part isn't making the plan, it's following the plan. I think about my bad habits and why I spent so much money before. Why didn't I control myself? The answer is simple but difficult to accept. I spent money to feel good. When I felt sad, I bought something. When stressed, I went to a restaurant. When bored, I went shopping. Shopping made me feel happy for a few minutes, but that happiness didn't last. The next day, I felt the same: sad, stressed, or bored, so I spent money again and again. This is the cycle, the bad cycle. Spend money, feel good, feel bad again, spend more money. I need to break this cycle and find happiness in free things, in simple things. I love reading, and I have 10 unread books at home. I can read them for free. I love walking, and I live in a beautiful city. I can walk in the park or by the river for free. I love talking with friends. I can invite Emma to my apartment where we can cook together and watch a movie at home without expensive restaurants. I write these ideas in my notebook. Free things that make me happy. I feel excited and motivated because change is possible. I just need to make different choices. Looking at the time, it's 10:30 p.m., time to sleep. Tomorrow is a new day, the first day of my new life. Before closing my laptop, I check my bank app one more time. $15 still there. I smile because $15 isn't a lot, but it's something. It's my starting point. In 3 weeks, I'll get my next salary of $2,000. But this time will be different. This time I won't spend everything. This time I'll save, plan, and choose carefully. My empty wallet taught me an important lesson. Money isn't just paper. Money is choices, freedom, and security. When you have no money, you feel stress, fear, and trapped. When you have money saved, you feel calm, safe, and free. I want to feel free. Now I want to hear from you one last time. This is important. In the comments, write your own money rule. Just one rule, one thing you will change. For example, I will cook at home, or I will save $50 every month, or I will check my wallet every day. Write your rule in the comments and share it with our community. When you write it down, it becomes real. It becomes a promise to yourself. We're all learning together. We all make mistakes, but we can all change. Thank you for listening to my story and being part of this journey. Remember, check your wallet, think before you buy, and save for tomorrow. If this story helped you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this lesson with a friend who needs to hear it. Your support helps more English learners around the world. See you in the next video. Good luck with your money and your English. Goodbye.